Hey everybody, we're here today to discuss the 800 Touring Gen 3 from CFMoto. As you see over here on your left, which is our right,
yes,
is Orange Crush, which is my Gen 2 800 XC. Now, these ATVs kind of look very little similar, but they're very, very different. And I'm going to run down some awesome features and redesigns that they did on the 800 Touring compared to the Gen 2 800 XC. So I had to get my trusty paper. In comparison, this 800 Touring produces 75 horsepower at 75 RPM. The 800 XC produces 600 to 62 at 7,200 RPMs. Now here's where they differ in torque, and you can feel the difference between these two machines. This one has 52 foot-pounds of torque at 5,500 RPMs, while this one has 47 foot-pounds of torque at 6,200 RPMs. The throttles are different. This 800 Touring Gen 3 is a ride-by-wire, which is electronic. Some people like that because you can tune, when you tune these machines, it changes the response of the throttle, whereas this one is a mechanical cable. This throttle responds instantly on go, versus my prior 600 Touring had a lot of lag in it. All right. This has 3 drive modes. This does not. This has Sport, Normal, and Work, which is all selectable up on the dash. This has single standard mode with your standard low, high, and reverse park transmission. Now, this is interesting. This 800 Touring Gen 3 weighs 959 pounds dry, while this 800 XC weighs 1,056. The ground clearance on this is 0.2 inches higher at 11.4, while this is 11.2. Now, don't get mad, Tom, but this has a 6.9 gallon fuel tank, while this, the 800 XC, has a 7.9. Nah. Now, the other cool thing that this has, which everybody went gaga over, which was one of the reasons why I didn't buy this, I bought this ATV in 2024, and if anybody follows CFMoto, they released this in 2024. So they had 2 800 versions on the market in 2024. I didn't want an ATV that was first on the market because I wanted them to work out the bugs, which they did. And Tom has no bugs in his, so he's good to go. Yep. But they did have a throttle recall right away on this model and the 1000. What this has is a full color 7-inch display, while this one has the standard CFMoto display that everybody's seen for the last 5 years. Some key differences and improvements. The 800 Touring is roughly 100 pounds lighter. I mentioned that, than the 800 XC, providing 13 to 15 more horsepower. The power to weight improvement results in much sharper acceleration and more responsive handling on the trails. Now this thing is like a tank on the trails, but I believe this thing is actually easy to handle. Easy. You have no problems. No. Now, if anybody follows our channel, Tom used to ride the Grizzly 660, the Yamaha, which was an awesome ATV. However, we had to say goodbye to that ATV because Tom beat it to death and it died.
We didn't actually say goodbye. It's still sitting in my garage.
It's saying goodbye. It's saying goodbye. But we do miss the Grizzly because we nicknamed him Grizzly Tom. So now I think we're just going to change his nickname to Camo Tom. I don't know. But he'll always be Grizzly Tom. But Tom, the Grizzly 660 was a single seat 1-up, where Tom moved into the dual seat 2-passenger ATV, and I think he's now finding that having the longer wheelbase is actually has its good and its bad, but he'll get used to that.
Yes.
The clutching. This is important. So not only did I mention that these two motors are completely different, they're both 800V twins, but CFMoto designed this motor to allow the clutch to be on the left, whereas this ATV, my clutch is on the right. The 800 XC, along with a lot of other CFMotos, even my side-by-side, runs a CVT clutch. They're they're made out of Canada. A lot of snowmobiles run them. They're actually great clutches. They work great. You can tune them. You know, we run RNG clutch kits in ours. You can fine-tune the, you know, the secondary to get better low end or better high end or whatever you want to do for mudding. Anyway, this also is tunable, but this ATV has CFMoto's Omni Drive. Now, the really cool thing about the Omni Drive is the old CVT clutches out of the gate have a tendency to be loud, a little sloppy. The engagement kind of jumps. The Omni Drive engage instantly, and they lay the power down like the Polaris's, the Yamahas, the Can-Ams. So this is a great upgrade that CFMoto did, and I really wish they do this in all their machines. But right now, I don't know what their plans are. Suspension. The 800 Touring features a refined suspension provided 9 inches of travel both front and rear, whereas the 800XC uses an aggressive style system, 3-way adjustable shocks, and designed for maintaining tire levelness on rough terrain. So we're going to go to page 2. Look, he can read. Big dummy. All right, so I did mention that the differences between these two ATVs, this ATV has so much more technology included with it, which you have 3 drive modes, which normal and work. And Tom has experienced probably all 3 by now.
Yeah.
I think you've ridden this 4 times?
4 times.
4 times.
Yep.
And every time we stop, he usually pulls up to me and says, man, work mode in this thing is like a beast. It's a tank. So Mike with MFR, he also goes through all the modes and communicates to me, you know, what he gets back from that feedback as well. This also has, along technology versus this, 3 options for power steering, 3 changeable options for power steering. You have an auto, a minimal, and a max. So auto, I would imagine, is it just controls the power steering, how it controls. And then there's a mid feeling, which probably tightens it up a little bit or loosens it up a little bit. And then a max probably just gives you full loose. So these ATVs are pretty much similar as far as the seats. However, the 2-up comfort, that's where this machine, that's where this ATV stands out over this one. This 800XC is not as comfortable as this is. And you would think having 3-way adjustable shocks, it would be, but it's not. This has 1-way adjustable shocks, which are the click shocks. I don't think you can adjust the height.
No.
You can't.
On the front, I think
these are
can.
just standard click shocks, but I'm telling you, I've seen these things work. And I haven't heard a single complaint from him, a single complaint from Mike with MFR. Matter of fact, Mike rode Hatfield and McCoy 300 miles across 3 days with his wife on the back. I had my wife on the back of the 800XC, and my wife's back, her physical back, hurt after day 1. Mike's wife rode all 3 days and never had a single complaint. She said it was super comfortable. So the suspension on the 800 Touring is way better than this one. This brings me to the negative on this machine. Okay, I don't have a lot to say. I mean, it comes with the display. It comes with all the options for the power steering. Bluetooth. It comes with, you know. Yeah, I mean, now you'll notice on the back of this ATV, there's nothing back here, obviously, than the muffler, which Tom installed his GSE exhaust on, which sounds awesome. But the 800XC, if you come back here, I know mine's a little dirty. I do have a storage area back here. So Tom does not have that. However, if you come over here, he does have storage here, okay? And there's a cubby in there. You can put your phone, some gloves, maybe some goggles, but that's a good option, and I wish the 800XC had that. It does not. The racks on the rears are pretty much the same. Racks on the front, pretty much the same. It does come with the 2,500 pound winch. 2,500? 25. Okay. The grill is much more open and aggressive compared to the 800. Don't mind here, I broke my winch rope when I was plowing. This does have a plow on it. I'll be taking that off today. The front is open, and the cool thing about this, you want to hold this? Look at that. You can get in and clean the radiator entirely, which is freaking awesome. Yes. So this leads me to innovation. CFMoto listens to their customers, they listen to the testers, and when the testers are out there and they're saying, listen, this radiator is getting so gunked up and, you know, it's overheating, I got no way to clean it. Not only did they re-innovate the front end of this compared to the 800XC, now I can remove a couple slots in mine here, but not full like this. And you know what they did is they also raised the radiator as well. My 800XC is raised also, but the older gen models of the 600s, the 500s, and the 400s, it's much lower. So if you're going through deep mud, that radiator is going to clog real quick. So awesome job on CFMoto. It also has really cool innovative lighting. Check that out. Look at that. Multiple, you You got low beam, you got high beam, you got your driving lights, and I think there is a way that there's a kit you can buy. I think it's a wiring kit that you can get that whole light in the front to turn on.
You can get the whole back
Pretty cool.
turned on too.
Pretty cool.
I think it's the 1000 cc's have it.
Oh, yeah, they do.
And then you can get the wiring put on it.
They do. So if you look at the 800XC, this has awesome lighting as well, but not quite like the 800 Touring. But it's functional. It works for what I need it to do. And then I also have pod lights mounted up here. I don't want to take this spotlight away from the 800 Touring, but I can turn these. So that's a pretty cool option to have if you're night riding. But there you go.
That's how easy it is to pop in and pull out. This is the
I just don't want to break anything.
Yep.
There you go. That's it. That's it. We do have.
That's part of for your radiator.
Yep. So you got fuse box up here. You have your radiator here. You got your coolant top up here. So this is a nice feature that CFMoto gives you, being able to get in there. And then, I mean, that's pretty much it. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. I mean, the camo color on this ATV is freaking amazing. If you look at that, it's so sharp and so detailed. And I mean, I gotta be honest, it doesn't even feel like a wrap. It's really weird the way they did this, but the colors, look at the green and the leaves. I mean, it's freaking amazing. So up in here, here's your screen. I'm gonna turn it on. Here's your screen, which is really, really cool. You know, you got your options here. You got your lights, your four-wheel drive system, your temperature gauge, your gas, what gear you're in, the time, sport mode. These will turn off, all these warning lights when he starts it.
So you can change the normal mode, work mode,
and sport. And then you also have, you don't have to, but you also have power steering options as well. You have four-wheel lock, diff lock over here. Your throttle, obviously, everybody knows what a throttle is, and then your winch cable, your hydraulic brake fluid. But if you come over to the 800XC, now get a good look at that. It's full color. You have any issues seeing this during the day? Okay.
Not at all.
Okay. All right. If you come over here to the 800, wait till you see this, Tom.
Yeah,
That's it. That's it.
that reminds me of my old Grizzly.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty basic. You can put it in four-wheel drive. You see the four-wheel drive.
Yep.
Then when I lock it, you can hear it. Now it's locked. Hear it?
Yeah.
So, and then I got my basic, my horn. He does not have a horn. My start, my lights, my winch, and I also have my pod lights right here. But it's a basic display, but it's functional, okay? I would love to have the larger one. Now, the cool thing about Tom's is, you were saying it has Bluetooth.
It has Bluetooth, and I want to learn more about that.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Something that, you know, it's new for me.
Sure.
And I got to learn more of everything that has to it.
Okay. I think there's an app you can connect to it, and then, you know, it will, I don't know if the app runs reports, but.
There it is.
Yeah, okay. There's all the modes you can go in. I can't do that on the 800XC. Check that out.
So the
Up and down.
Yeah. Miles, warning. Please. Oh, here it is.
Okay. Wow.
Please connect.
Oh, wow.
iPhone Bluetooth.
And you know what's funny is I think, I have to ask Mike, but I think if he gets a phone call and it's connected, it'll come up on his screen.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. And then you open this, scan your QR code, and that'll take you to the app.
To maps.
Oh, wow.
QR code for in map for connection.
I think you should try this sometime.
Well, yeah, I know.
That's pretty cool. All the more reason. You know what? You just sold me, Tom. I'm upgrading to the 800 Touring just for that option. It's got to happen.
And you can have your maps on here too.
Oh, that's cool. I saw that, but I think Mike said that's only in Europe.
Really?
I think.
Oh.
But I'm sure somebody's going to come out with some type of hack that you're able to do that.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. You got got your driving mode, you got your downhill assist. Yeah. You got your EPS mode, which is your electronic power steering, your connection.
Is that where you can, hold on.
That's power steering.
Enter.
Yep.
Yep, there you go. Auto.
Yep.
The minimum, the mid, and the max.
Yep.
So we have 4 on there.
Oh, there is.
Yeah,
okay.
Auto, mid, and max.
Okay, cool. I was mistaken.
I'm gonna keep that on auto.
Oh,
you can
connect
hook your
the
helmets up there. Yeah.
Get out.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
So
we need this. I got to get this 800 Touring just so I can get one. You get one. We can yell at each other.
Motor mobile devices.
Yep. So what we have here is the CFMoto cargo box for the 800 Touring, and it's actually quite nice. It sits down nice and low. My box is from the 600 because they got rid of the 800 XC box, which sucked, but mine has a pretty big hump here, and I think that's to have a little extra space. You could put a helmet in there. Now my box is bolted down because this will not fit with the CFMoto lockers, while Tom's, we're going to utilize the CFMoto lockers on this. So let's go ahead and dive into this. If you look in here, this is not latched down. This is pretty cool. It's got a little grip thing right here to grab and pull down. It also has drains over here, so if you spill anything in here, you can open that up and drain it. But the other cool feature this has, which is really neat, is it has these screw mounts. Tom just showed me this. So like if you wanted to pretty much put anything on here, I run GoPros, we run GoPros, I could put a mount on here, not have to drill through the box. My 800, I had to drill through the box to put that mount on right there, if you see it. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get out instructions. We don't use instructions.
Who needs instructions?
We don't use instructions. I am gonna lean towards instructions, just because I remember oh my God. It's been a while. How many times do you think we're gonna drop this?
I don't know.
All right, so CFMoto clamp. These are pretty straightforward. We're gonna open this bad boy up. This is so easy that I could do it.
He could do it.
I could do it. All right. So it says here, you don't need to know about that. That's not important. No, I'm just kidding. It probably is. But remove the plug and adjust the central screw to increase the locking range. So when you put these in, they lock down. You have to adjust them to tighten. What you do is you remove this. Bonk. I'm sorry. You remove this little rubber cover here, this little grommet, and then there's a screw in there. When you turn this, I think it raises this up and down, so you get this when you lock this on the CFMoto rack. And then this is like a lock set screw. After you get it where you want it, you tighten this in, and then it sets where it's supposed to be. So we're gonna go ahead and loosen this so we can adjust. Now you don't want to back this all the way out. Don't blow away. Here's your rubber grommet. Okay, they didn't give us, you notice that, Tom?
I see that.
They didn't give us an Allen key for that. However, I do have them, so we'll go ahead and we'll work on that. So you can lower that. What we're gonna do is slide this over a little bit, and we're gonna come in here. So there it's opened. Watch the bottom, it will turn. There it turns. So what we're gonna do is we're in the open position. We're gonna put this in, okay? I have another one. Now sometimes out of the gate, these things might not need any adjusting, but we're gonna find out. So open, I think it's the rear, right?
Yes.
And then what'll happen is bring this in. Okay. Bring this in and tighten it down.
That
now,
might need to be.
It will. We're gonna have to adjust these.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get another Allen. I just want to get them into position. I mean, these are really, really straightforward. So easy. I told you.
Believe it or not, you're fine.
Sorry. All right. So pretty much this isn't, it's a little loose.
Until you tighten it down.
Yep. But I am going to, I like these to almost be snug. And then when you lock, like that's just
Loose.
It's too loose.
Yep.
This one's not bad, but it can be tighter. So you hang out, I'll go get our back. Let's see if this one fits. Nope. All right. So what we're gonna do, we did loosen this set screw.
Yes.
So we're going to tighten this down a bit. You don't want to over tighten it. You just want to get it snug. And then you should still be able to pull it out. That's pretty good. I mean, you'll feel it. You don't want to, like I said, you don't want to go cranking it down like, you know, you're putting lug nuts on a car or your side by side. And then I'm going to tighten this set screw back in. Look at that. The close-up.
Oh, delivery.
Oh, delivery. This set screw also, you do not want to over tight. You'll probably end up stripping it. You just want to get it in to the point that it stops. There is no rubber grommet for the set screw, but that's good and snug. Don't let me forget, Tom, we do have to go in and get your grommets and put on here, okay?
Yeah.
This one we did loosen already. It's sticking out. This one's really loose, so
yeah,
it's loose.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, it's going to be easier for me to just do this a couple times. It's still pretty loose. So you'll see, you know, turn this down a couple times. We'll tighten this up. It's starting to get a little snug. Now we do a lot of here in Pennsylvania. Tom will tell you, it's rock city.
Yes, lots of rocks.
A lot of trails we ride are really rocky. A lot of bouncing going on. So, you know, you definitely want to make sure you get these snug, because what can happen is over time, you know, depending on how much stuff Tom carries in here. So there you go. You see how it's nice and snug? Look at that. There you go. Depending on what Tom...
You want to do your little...
Oh, thank you. He's keeping me honest. I was testing him. Oh, delivery.
Gotta make sure it's on there tight.
That's it. You gotta get it tight.
Because I seen two boxes come off.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think any of them were mine.
I didn't say nobody's names.
I think one was mine. But...
Ron Phillips. No.
Oh, that's right. Oh, delivery.
Oh, you just dropped the your wrench, or Allen wrench.
Let's loosen these up a while, because these are... I'm going to tighten them down anyway. Thank you, Tom. Just don't lose those. I mean, it doesn't matter if you lose them. It's just what happens is, you know, you don't have to worry about anything getting in these. Dirt. And then when you have to adjust it, you're going to have to dig the dirt out. So...
See.
Dig the dirt out. See. So in theory, what you're doing by tightening this, when you turn this, this is locked in, and you're bringing it up further into the rack, and you're just snugging it down, making it... That's not going nowhere. This is loose. This one will definitely need tightening. Probably a little more than the front one. I can't get this in. But back to what I was saying, here in Pennsylvania, and you know, we ride a lot of rocky trails, and what can happen over time is this, from bouncing, you know, if this is loose, this box will bounce around, and eventually it will come off. So now, what eventually, what I'd like... That's yours. The grommets are inside. I'll take this. You can... Oh yeah, tighten these down. I'll let Tom do that, because this is his quad. Yeah. So eventually what we will end up probably doing is physically bolting this down to the actual rack. And the nice thing about doing that... Actually, I'm going to back up. We should probably not bolt this down, and I'm going to tell you why.
Yes.
His battery is in the rear, underneath that back rack. So if we bolt this down... No, hear me out. While he's out on the trail or something, if he has to take the box off, you just got to make sure you have the wrench to remove those bolts to get this box off. Now, what I normally do is, you see these rack bolts right here, is I would buy these same bolts, go to the hardware store and get them about an inch longer.
Lowe's.
Lowe's. And the reason why I say that is, watch your noggin. Here, buddy. Yep.
Three grommets.
There you go.
You got one more?
Oh yeah, sorry. So we're obviously going to clean all this stuff out, but the reason why I say that is you're going to end up drilling straight through the box and using a longer bolt to go into the rack receiving. I just got knocked out. So you're going to end up going into the receiving threaded part of the rack when we bolt, if we were to bolt this down. So he can easily come in here and loosen 4 bolts and take this box off in 10 minutes. But all in all, this is a nice box. This really is. They have the little tiny screw grommets here, or screw dimples. I don't know if you can see that right here, as mine does. I took mine off at one time. Here's my bolts. You can bolt Rotopacks on here, which is really nice. CFMoto designed these boxes quite well. Oh, here's the drain.
I'd like to give a shout out to Lance and Mike from Honesdale Motorsports.
Oh, look at that.
For Honesdale Motorsports. These guys had all the needs for this box. I made calls around to try to find out where I can get a box like this. And Mike from Honesdale Motorsports had 4 in stock. So anybody looking for any parts, give them a call. Honesdale Motorsports.
So Tom, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
I see they have CFMoto listed on here.
Yes.
Do they sell CFMotos?
Yes, they do. They sell CFMotos. They just opened up in Honesdale, but they do have 3 or 4 other locations up near the Pocono Mountains. And they have different ATVs also. I believe it's Polaris and stuff like that.
The common brands.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Honesdale, for hooking him up. I think it was
Mike and Lance.
Yeah, I think it was what, a 2-hour drive?
2.5 hour drive, but it was a beautiful drive up there.
And he got it the same day.
Same day.
There's a lot of us out there that they don't want to wait to have it shipped, wait 3-4 days. So he was anxious, drove 2 hours, they found the box, drove 2 hours, talked to these gentlemen, and that's awesome. They actually gave him a shirt.
Yes.
They also actually gave him one for me, and I think he subscribed to our channel.
Yes. Mike subscribed.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Well, this is an awesome box. So anybody in Pennsylvania, I'm sure they have online sales as well. But if you're in Pennsylvania, you could drive and pick up your CFMoto parts as well. But check out Honesdale Motorsports. Sorry. Pick yourself up an awesome cargo box. This one is just great for the 800 touring. Tom, I think you're going to be happy. There it is. It's pretty solid.
Yes, it is. They also have motorcycles, dirt bikes, ATVs, side-by-sides. They have a lot there. So again, Mike, Lance, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, listen, this concludes our video. Again, I really wasn't trying to compare the 800s together. It wasn't my intention when I wanted to do this video. Tom called, Tom told me, hey, I'm picking up the cargo box. I said, yo, we should do a video, because I don't really think I see a lot of videos out there on cargo boxes for the 800 touring. And I really haven't had a chance to do an 800 touring discussion. We did some talking with Mike in one video where I had my 800XC and Troy on his blue 800XC. We rode that one day and we kind of talked about some of the differences. Now that we have 2 of these that ride in our group, I'm seeing firsthand these are Gen 3 ATVs from CFMoto. I gotta tell you, CFMoto has been hitting it out of the park with their 4-wheelers, with their side-by-sides. I do love my ATV, but I really think this is going to be the next model that I move up to. I really do. So if anybody's in the market to buy an 800XC, possibly with a snowplow, it's got a full skid plate, it's got a full RNG clutch kit, it's got 27-inch tires, cargo box, you name it. It's got 1,200 miles on it. We do ride our machines, but we do maintain them as well. All our machines are serviced regularly, and they're looked over regularly. So nothing broken, nothing damaged. I don't know yet if I'm ready to sell it. I know the little fellow will get mad at me.
Yes, he will.
You're having delusions of grandeur. That's what the little fella says when I say, I think I'm going to sell Orange Crush. Yeah. And he goes, don't you even think about it. It's so bad with that guy that he said, if I put this for sale, he will pick it in front of my house.
Yes.
Pick it. He will pick it. He will walk back and forth with a picket in front of my house. So you know what? I'm actually tempted just to do it.
Just to get him more.
Just to do it. To get him out here to see if he'll pick it. I think that would be hilarious. So, but again, we thank you for watching. Tom, thank you for helping me. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Honesdale Motorsports, for hooking my buddy up with this box, having it local, and I think he got you a pretty decent price.
Yes.
And thank you for the shirts. We'd like to thank you, the subscribers, the followers. Hit the like button, throw us a subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. I do everything I can to respond to comments when we're also open to collaborations. Actually, Tom, you might not be aware of this, but I have a collaboration coming up with CFMoto again. They're actually sending me a dual. It's fairly new to the market. I think it released fairly recently ago. It's a dual overhead fan for the side-by-side. Pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
And it has RGB lights in it, which I really don't use, but you could, change the lights inside. So like if you're running a sound bar and you have it set to red, you can change the lights on the fan to red. I'm not going to use it for that, but I'm going to do an install review on that as well. I'd love to have some help with that. Tom.
Yes, sir.
Or Mike. Yeah, MFR. Hop over and check out MFR. He's growing a business on his property as well. And, if anybody in the Pennsylvania area looking for any, mechanical help or stuff, MFR is your guy. He's done skid plates for us. He actually just did a ton of maintenance to the little fella's 600 Cforce. He did a ECU, full bushings. I think he needed shocks. He did have a leak that he ended up repairing. Matt drives his quads hard. He's going to tell me I'm crazy, but he does. So check out MFR. But once again, thank you very much. We appreciate everybody's support, and we'll catch you in the next one. This is a nice box. I am very happy for you.
Yeah. I mean,
all right.
Put my tools in here.
Close this. I'll be right back.
I have to build something.
Stay there. I got something.
Hi, I'm Tom, and this is Sal. We're the Juice Guys.
I'm Big Dummy. All right. So, as many people might not know, but some do, is I sent my ECU out to RNG to tune it for the Z-Force 950, and I got it back. And Steve sent out to Tom a gift. And this is something that Tom has been wanting for quite a while. Steve, I'm not going to lie. We love you. We give you much love. But my man needs a clutch kit. He desperately needs a clutch kit.
Oh, yeah.
So Tom has had this hat. Steve sent us a bunch of hats for the group probably about 6 months ago. And I gave them all out. And Tom I only had one of those, which is like the leather looking hat.
Yeah.
And his son took it. He took it to college. Tom was so bumming.
I gave it to him.
He did. All right.
Because he liked it.
So
and we'll represent RNG in York College.
That's actually a sharp hat.
It is.
So
I love it.
Tom was bumming because he really wanted that hat. But I also have some other goodies for you too that Steve sent out. So
man. Thanks.
Koozie.
Steve.
We got some stickers.
Nice.
Some stickers. Business card. And
RNG Performance. Uh-oh.
See what that says?
Yes. Oh my God. There you go.
Philip. RNG.
RNG. Absolutely.
Let's see what this is.
I love it.
This is if anybody remembers Philip. Hey, boss.
Yes.
He sent one out, a tumbler for Tom. So
that is cool.
There you go, man.
Thank you, Steve and Laura.
Yes.
From RNG Performance. Appreciate it.
It's awesome.
I love it.
Awesome. RNG sponsors a lot of stuff for our team, our group, and we're very thankful for that. As a matter of fact, Tom and I are trying to work out a plan to get out to see Steve and Laura. We want to see their shop, and then we also want to spend the weekend at their new homestead, their huge property. And well, I guess we could, for lack of better terms, throw some shenanigans, right?
There you go.
So, Steve, thank you very much. Laura,
yes,
RNG.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Everybody, we appreciate it. My ECU is in here. I can't wait to get this into side-by-side, and we're going out Good Friday as a group, and we're going to give that a test as well. So you never know, Tom. We might have a clutch kit for you by Good Friday. We'll see.
Yes.
You listening, bud? Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Oh, man. Thank you. That's funny.